here and come on down. I am so proud of you. Here. You're just looking at me like, I don't know her.
I do know you.
You'd have to meet Richard.
Good, how are you? Good. I'm thinking about how all board members, like 160. We're hitting our 10 year.
Look how quickly it got quiet. Good evening, everyone. Oh, look, they're already talking and they're not paying any attention. Good evening. Thanks for being here tonight to celebrate the swearing in of our newest council member, Lisa Sturgis. That's right, Team Auburn. I am proud to be the mayor for the city of Auburn, and we have some of our council members here this evening that I want to introduce to you as well. We have our deputy mayor, Cheryl Rakes. And we have council member Yolanda Trout-Manuel. We have council member Kate Baldwin. We have council member Tracy Taylor. Councilmember Clinton Taylor. And Councilmember Hannon Ammer. All right, so it was a very exciting opportunity. It was sad for us when Councilmember Larry Brown decided to resign his position because of health reasons. And then the fun began, right? We had 45 applications. That's the most interest. An appointment of a council member doesn't happen very often. Deputy Mayor Rakes was appointed back in 2023, the beginning of 2023. And the last time it happened before that was in July of 2003.
Wow.
Me.
Wow.
So I guess you have the 3 appointments right here. Look at that. Few years in between. But it doesn't happen very often. And so to have 45 applicants, I thought was an amazing turnout, if you will. It means that people are engaged in their community. And I've known Lisa for several years. She is truly involved and engaged in her community, and there's a lot of nodding heads, Lisa, if you don't realize that. A lot of nodding heads because Lisa is one of those people that just exudes enthusiasm, confidence, character, integrity, and a desire to be involved and to make her city a better place. And of those 45 applications, council reviewed all 45 of them, and then each one of them got to pick their top roughly 10. And that went to our city clerk, to Sean Campbell, who then determined who the top 10 or 15, was it 10 or 15? The top 15 were out of those 45, so the top third. And then out of those 15, council got to decide which ones they were going to interview. And they decided that they would interview 7 applicants. Last Monday night, there were 6 applicants that were present. One had to fly out of country for a family emergency, but all 7 of them were still considered. And at the end of the evening, after there were 6 25-minute interviews, council went into executive session, not to talk about the individual candidates, what they liked or what they didn't like, but the attributes. Because all deliberations for who they wanted, who they were going to select, have to be done in public. It's an open process. It cannot be done behind closed doors, nor should it ever be done behind closed doors. And so when they came back out, there were 4 nominations from council. And then the top 2 were Lisa and John Holman. who was a former council member who had said that he would take the position as a placeholder or a caregiver until a new person could be elected in this fall's election. Council decided that they wanted someone who was interested in running this fall. And so they found that person in Lisa with all of the attributes that I've already mentioned about her. And if you haven't had a chance to watch the interviews, they are online. You can go to YouTube, the Auburn channel, and watch all of the interviews. I think you will be very impressed by the caliber, the quality of each individual who applied and who was interviewed last week. And of those 6, your newest Auburn City Council member is Councilmember Lisa Sturgis. And while she was officially sworn in the next day, in case there were any emergencies or anything, we needed to have her in place. Tonight is the ceremonial performance and swearing in. And for that, I am going to ask our city clerk, Sean Campbell, to come forward. And Lisa, do you want up here at the podium? I think, no, we need to both be at the, I was told all things happen at the podium tonight. And I have learned to follow direction over the years.
So then you have to come up too. And you're.
I am wondering where Sean's been my whole life because I would never have a pending pile the last 20 years if it wasn't for her until this past week.
Ready?
Yes.
I state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm
I, Lisa Sturgis, do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support this Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and law of the state of Washington
and the Constitution and law of the state of Washington
and all valid local ordinances,
and all valid local ordinances,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform and discharge the duties of the office of council member
perform and discharge the duties of the office of council member
of the city of Auburn to which I have been appointed,
of the city of Auburn to which I have been appointed,
according to law, to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to law, to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations. This is yours to keep.
Atta girl, Lisa. And we'll have you up in just a no, we're gonna have you right now,
Oh,
and then we'll
okay.
have Deputy Mayor Rakes up.
Okay. Well, the reason for my quick comment of pending pile and why I'm so grateful to Sean is because she, on the day after Monday, so Tuesday, she gave me an amazing training on the Open Public Records Act. And gosh, I never knew that existed. And so now I'm like scared to take a note on, now I know. Everything you've been saying to me now makes sense. Yes. I didn't know what you meant. I just kept nodding yes. Yeah. Now I understand. And now I leave.
It's scary as
yeah,
heck, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I leave and I'm like, I don't want any paper. So if I don't remember it, too bad. You guys all know I have a bad memory. I'll have to figure it out later. So, but thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I am just incredibly honored and grateful. And I'm not big on social media, but I put a social media post out there earlier today saying I just cannot even believe this is real. So my husband and my daughter are here, and then a lot of my loved ones are in the room. Actually, my aunt and my cousin are here as well. And just so many special people in my life that have been part of my journey. And so I have not known a lot about politics. Please do not go back and watch the interviews. I think that I interviewed the worst out of everybody, but I am really grateful because I've always been a workhorse and not a show horse. And I think that hopefully that my heart is able to connect with people, and that's why I was voted and chosen on, because I've been able to demonstrate my heart and my care. And so I'm not always good about talking about it, but I am fierce about advocating and showing up and fighting for what's right. And so, Mayor Backus, you've been an incredible mentor, and I've just been, since the day I got to meet you 4 years ago. And poor Cheryl, she's been incredible because it was 4:59 or 3:58, whatever the deadline was, the day that you had to nominate that you were running for city council or announce. I just went in, I didn't know anything about politics. And so I just chose, I'm like, oh, she doesn't have an opponent. And I chose and said file. And so at like 2 minutes before the deadline, poor Cheryl found out she had an opponent. And but she won, and she earned it, and she deserved to win. But I got to learn a lot, and she's been an incredible mentor to me since then as well. And all of City Council has just been wonderful. So, but thank you guys. I never knew how much can happen in your local city, and as I've learned, I just want to be a small part of being able to be part of a great team that makes really good things happen for where we live and we work and we play. So, thank you all for being here.
Hello, everybody. I want to extend a little bit about what Lisa had to say. Not only did she, 2 minutes before, she called me at my downtown office and she said, I'd like to set up an appointment with you. And I'm like, okay. So I wasn't sure what to expect when she came. Like, what did she really want from me? So she started talking. So what's your platform? I just want to learn more about you. And I'm like, okay. But we ended up talking. We ended up agreeing that we were not going to have an awful campaign, and we didn't. And the only thing I did say was, we're not campaigning together. But we had a wonderful time. So I wanted to thank everybody for coming. Thank you. Obviously, Lisa has lots of support. We're very excited to have her on council. She has a lot of work to do. We have some refreshments for everybody, so stick around and enjoy that. And our council meeting starts at 7.
Stick around for that fun too.
Yeah, you can stick around for the council meeting and watch.
Very nice. So yes, tonight is Lisa's first council meeting at 7 p.m. as the deputy mayor said. How many of you are going to stick around for the whole meeting? Your husband's hand isn't even up.
Uh-oh.
Get your and then Clinton's hand better be up too. Council members, your hands better be up.
Richard did ask, so how long do I have to stay? I'm like, thanks a lot, honey.
So Richard, I will say that my first council meeting, my husband did stay. He's only been to one other meeting since. My husband did stay for that one.
You mean for the meeting?
Yeah.
It's gonna be recorded, right?
Or you can watch it live too. To be fair, that was not an option when I
Accessibility, so.
You are golden, my friend. You are golden.
For the Lincoln Kingdom.
This year's 20 years.
20 years.
I don't know how I've survived.
It's like,
I don't know if I should do this or not. Does anybody have any quick comments they would like to make about Lisa? Yes. And you can come up here and say it because I was told all things happen at the podium.
Councilmember Sturgis and the mayor, you guys want to sit back down?
Yes.
Fantastic.
You can.
First and foremost, thank you to Lisa's supporters for being here because I know how excited you are for her. And this is one heck of a journey for her, for sure. First time I ever met Lisa Sturgis just so happens to be at an auction, and she was asking me all these questions about why did you decide to run and what inspired you. And I just told her, I said, you know, the way that you love this city and the way that you care about the people that live here make the difference. And I think a lot of that shows through your interview and the passion and the drive that you have to fill out the application, but to be here. I'm excited to work with Lisa. I think she's such a great asset to our community and to the city council. I think she brings a wealth of leadership, like Mayor had mentioned in what she said about Lisa. I think a lot of that also comes with the enthusiasm she has towards the programs, the projects, and of course, working with our staff. So I'm excited to have you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Anyone else before we go for refreshments? Kate? Councilmember Baldwin?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Congratulations, of course. So what I would like to say in my excitement for having Lisa join us in council is that as you were probably watching our process, the questions we put together and the different steps that all of our candidates had to go through, I remember I had folks asking, Kate, is your question too hard? And my response to that was, I want to make sure that whoever's coming in is going to be ready to do the work, that they're going to take this position seriously. I said, if the candidates have done their homework and come prepared, that's going to shine through. I want to see how they think through the answer to this. They don't have to have the exact answer, but I want to see how they're going to tackle what they don't know. Because when you come into this position, as I found out, and as I think every other council member has found out in the past, there's a lot you're not going to know. But you have to be willing to go chase down what those answers are and find solutions and work on behalf of the community. And so I was never more excited than when the question came up and Lisa said, I'm not sure about this one, but look, and she pulled up our council rules and procedures, which is a big packet, and she said, I've been studying this and going through it, and I'll use this and I'll talk to people and ask questions. And I said, that's someone who's going to be able to find solutions even when she doesn't know. And so that's the type of quality that stood out to me, and I'm very excited to have join us because we all figure it out together. So welcome aboard and great to have you.
Councilmember Troutman, did you want to say something?
Thank you, everyone, for coming. This is really exciting to always meet her family and her friends and her loved ones. And I can't say any more than what the other council members have said, because she's awesome. She's, from the first day that I met her, we hit it off. And now I know that she's also with me on another committee that starts for kids, and we got our director here. And Lisa has come on. I believe I told her, you ought to join Best Stars for Kids. Next thing I saw her, she goes, hey, I'm already on it. And I go, really? Yeah. Then I missed a couple of meetings, and then she ended up being the chair of one of the committees that I've been on, and she's amazing. She gets in there, whenever she commits to something, she doesn't just wait, she does it right away. So Lisa, welcome. I'm looking forward to working with you also on Best Stars for Kids on the committee that we're on. So you got your work cut out for you. Thank you.
Hey, you're the reason I ran.
I'm
so
good at getting
you get to
bossy.
speak.
So the reason she ran, my name is Jennifer Warwick, and I own a hair salon. It's called Trey Sorelli Salon. My little sister and I own it together. And unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances that were out of our control, we had to move our salon to a different location. It was a dangerous spot. It wasn't working. We had been broken into twice in 5 years. Second time to the tune of $22,000. It was not good. And so Lisa took that information, because I get to be her hair person. Lisa took that information and she took it to heart. And not only did she take it to heart, but she was like, I'm gonna do something about it, right? And if you listen to what each of these people have said, when they've come up and they've talked about Lisa, she's going to get it done. And there are very few people that I look to for professional leadership, because I'm a natural born leader. It's just what I do. I own my own hair salon. I usually take charge of a situation. But to actually look at someone as a leader and someone who can get the job done, it's Lisa. I don't want to be very many people in life. I don't idolize stars. I don't do that kind of stuff. But when it comes to Lisa Sturgis, and I've told her this many times, when I grow up, I'm gonna be Lisa. When I grow up, I'm gonna run the world like Lisa, right? And so if nothing else, I hope to mentor underneath you. I cannot wait to watch you flourish and grow up here and to see what you can do for me, right? Like, I don't have the ability to make the laws and make the rules, right? Because that's not the path that I'm on, but you do. And so as a person that owns a business within the city limits of Auburn, I'm trusting that you will take what I love the most and protect it and really make it something in a city that I can be proud of, right? And so I think that if nothing else, they chose one of the best people that they could ever do here. So thank you.
Okay, with that, I think it's time to enjoy some cookies. We have water, we have, I know.
Cookies and water.
Cookies and water.
Perfect.
Oh, and we have coffee. Don't laugh, we have coffee too. So please stick around, talk with Lisa, enjoy your time together, and you are all welcome to stay, except Richard. Richard's gonna go home and watch it streaming, but you're all welcome to stick around for the council meeting that starts at 7. And thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for being involved. Thank you for supporting our newest council member, whether she's a relative, a friend, a mentor, a mentee, whoever she is to you. Thank you for being in her life that brought her to us at this point in ours. Thank you.